Hello. So I heard that you have been revising the lesson, Akbar and Birbal. That's very good of you. You should study and play. When you study, you have to understand it and also remember it. So we are going to do some worksheets and we are going to see whether you remember the lesson because the worksheets are related to the lesson. Today we are going to do about odd words. You must have done odd words in previous classes. Like the teacher used to give you some objects and you had to find out which is the odd one in that group. For example, if I am giving you chair, table, cupboard, cup. So, which is not part of the group? Chair, table, cupboard are furnitures. But cup is not a furniture. Cup is a utensil. So it will not belong to the category of furniture. So it is the odd one out. So similarly, we have to first find out that these objects fall into which group of item. Whether they are kitchen items or they belong to the nature or they are clothings, etc. So let's do the worksheet and find out. The first one has been done for you. Cross out the word that does not belong to the group. So the first one is king, queen, prince. And the last one is palace. They cut off the palace. Why? I can hear somebody answer it. That's good. King, queen and prince are people. King's wife is queen. King and queen's son is a prince. And where they live, the place or the house is called a palace. So palace does not belong to the group of people. So it is the odd one out. It is a different word from this group. So we tick the word. Second word comes summer, winter, spring and morning. Children, now you tell me. Why summer, winter and spring belong to one group? Very good. Summer is a season, a very hot season. We know that, right? March, April, May. Then we have winter. Winter is very cold. Cold November, December, January. Spring. Spring is the season of new things, new leaves, new flowers. Everything is beautiful and green. Spring month is mostly during September. But morning. Morning is a part of a day. Each day we have a morning. Sunday morning, Monday morning, Tuesday morning. So summer, winter and spring are seasons. But morning is a part of the day. So what you'll do? Cross out morning. The third one. Crows, butterflies, cats, sparrows. So tell me, What do you think? Should I underline cats also? No. Crows can fly. Butterflies can fly. Sparrows can also fly. But cats can't fly. Do cats fly? I haven't seen any cat flying. Maybe only in magical stories. But in real life, cats don't fly. They don't have wings. So you have to cross it out because cats don't belong to the flying birds category. The fourth one we have, now I won't tick mark or I won't underline. You have to tell me first. Okay? Come on, let's see whether you can do it or not. Reply, ask, answer, say. Come on, reply. Answer me. Say it. I know you can. Well done. Reply, answer, and say mean the same thing. To answer. Like Birbal replied, he answered, he said to Akbar. And what did Akbar do? Akbar asked him a question. So, ask is not part of this group. It's the odd one out. So, you're going to cross it. The fifth one. Sad, pleased, happy, delighted. Which one is the odd one out? Tell me. Well done. The odd one out is sad because pleased, happy, and delighted are the same thing. But sad is the opposite of happy, the opposite of pleased, and the opposite of delighted. So you have to cross it out. Very easy, wasn't it? And too much fun also. Let's see what's next. Before moving on, we will learn about collective nouns. Children, we all know about nouns. Nouns mean name of a person, place, animal, thing. When these person, place or animal things come together in a group, many of them are together, we call them as collective nouns. For example, a flock of birds. When many birds come together, they are called flock of birds. Flock of sheep. Many sheep together. They are termed as flock. If imagine there are 20 sheep and we will call them a flock of sheep. What do you see in the picture? There are some chicks with their mother hen. So these chicks are called brood of chicks. So what is the term used? Brood of chicks. Same way, let's take the fruit grapes. What do you call this? Very good. Bunch of grapes. What do we have here? Oh, so many monkeys. They all are playing. So what do we call them? Troop of monkeys. So the whole group together is called as troop of monkeys. Next, we move on to bees. So many of them, all buzzing around. The term is swarm of bees. All of them together called swarm of bees. And these are ants walking up the ant hill. All of them together. That is called a colony of ants are marching up together. So what is the term used? Colony. So let's start doing our next section. Children, we had read in the lesson that Akbar had seen a flock of crows in the garden. So when we see a group of birds, that group is called flock, like flock of sparrows, flock of crows, flock of parrots. Same way, each group has a name. For a group of monkeys, group of bees, group of ants, we have special terms for them. So let's find out what those terms are. When we say a flock of birds, we mean a collection of birds. Underline the words that show a collection. So the first one is done for you. A brood of chicks followed the hen. So what is a group of chicks called? A brood of chicks. So next time when you see that those baby chicks all together following the mother hen, that time you say, look at those brood of chicks. The second one is, my mother bought a bunch of grapes. How many of you like grapes? I do too. And you buy them from the supermarket. But do you buy them in pieces? Like a small piece of grape? No, you get them in a bunch full of grapes. So that group of grapes or that grapes all together is called bunch. So the word here will be bunch. My mother bought a bunch of grapes. Collection of grapes is called bunch of grapes. The third one is a troop of monkeys was swinging in the trees. So many monkeys in a group, when they come, that is called a troop. So the word here is troop. The fourth one, a swarm of bees flew across the sky. You must be watching cartoons. And in those cartoons, when a bear or somebody goes to the honeycomb to take the honey, and those angry bees come out, all of them together in a small group, that is called a swarm. What is that called? Swarm. A swarm of bees flew across the sky. So the word here is swarm. See, look at the spelling. W-A-R-M, warm. So when you put the S, the sound will come. Swarm. The fifth one. A colony of ants lives under that tree. Ants we are all familiar with. Small ones, red ones, black ones, big ones, and they bite very badly. I am scared of ants, and please stay away from ant hills, because if you go near it, the ants will bite you. So those ants which live in those ant hills or all together like a group is called a colony. So the word here is colony. Children, I hope that you have understood the groups classification. Something which doesn't belong to that particular group is the odd one out. And when a group of things come together, that is called a collection. So there are many such collections. Can you find some out for me? Okay, let's move on to the next section.